The last sustainable site credit is joint use of facilities. This applies to the project type schools. The intent is to integrate the school with the community by sharing the buildings and its playing fields for non-school events and functions. What sits behind the intent? Well, a joint use agreement encourages community organizations and businesses to share existing amenity spaces. And by doing so, it reduces the need for new development and therefore preserving previously undeveloped land, as well as avoiding the financial cost and environmental consequences of new construction. Joint use agreements allow buildings and sites that would typically go unused after normal business or operating hours to offer to host community programs and therefore maximizing the useful life of the building. To meet the requirements, there are 3 options. Option 1, make the building space open to the general public. Option 2, contract with specific organizations to share the building space. And option 3, use shared spaces owned by other organizations. All for 1 point. For option 1, in collaboration with the school authorities, establish at least 3 of the following types of spaces accessible to and available for shared use by the general public: auditorium, gymnasium, cafeteria, 1 or more classrooms, playing fields and stadiums, and/or joint parking. Also provide access to toilets in joint use areas after normal school hours. For option 2, again in collaboration with the school authorities, contract with the community or other organizations to provide at least 2 types of dedicated use spaces in the building, such as the following: commercial office, a health clinic, community service centers, a library or media center, parking lot, 1 or more commercial businesses, or police office. Once again, provide access to toilets in joint use areas after normal school hours. Option 3, in collaboration with the school, establish at least 2 of the following of the 6 types owned by other organizations or agency and make them accessible to the students: auditorium, gymnasium, cafeteria, classrooms, playing fields or stadiums, and/or a swimming pool. Also, provide direct pedestrian access to those spaces from the school. And in addition, provide signed joint use agreements with the other organizations or agency that stipulate how these spaces will be shared. For this credit, there are no performance requirements. And there's also no exemplary performance.